peers.
And would you like to have a preliminary inquiry?
Chief Micheal, please advise. I give full authorization for Chief Micheal to.
You want that person to speak on your behalf? Very good. Chief Micheal, with respect to the election for Shay Micheal, what would you like to tell me?
Well, first and foremost, good day, Mr. Adjudicator. I am not quite fully up to date with the matter, but to the best of my understanding, I think we should have a preliminary inquiry, and if there enough evidence to present itself, then we can speak about a trial. What would happen at a trial, which would be an election of 6 jury of his national peers, under the circumstance that Ches, the living man, is indigenous, and he's not a corporate entity, and he doesn't stand the surety for statute, codes, or bylaw. But
Understood.
in accordance with Section 8, subsection 3 of the Criminal Code, we're hereby invoking our common law excuse in the matter. And also, a notice of constitutional questions have been served, and the Attorney General has not made a submission as yet. So that's still in limbo at this point in time. So we would like to have a hearing for a constitutional question to be heard.
Understood. Thank you very much. So what I just have to do is to formalize that. I have to arraign Ches Micheal and then have the election formally put on the record. So I'll do that now, and then we can get to the next step in this whole thing. So Ches Micheal, these are the charges against you. He's jointly charged with other people, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay, but with respect to you, sir, the charges that the named individuals, Amara Hossein Samizadeh and Mehdi Abbas Pour Mirzabek Kandi, between December 1st, 2022 and April 4th, 2023, at the city of Toronto, Ontario, or elsewhere in the province of Ontario, to conspire together with persons known or unknown, to commit an offence contrary to Section 7.1 of the Controlled Drug and Substances Act, to wit, unlawfully produce a substance listed in Schedule 1, gamma hydroxybutyric acid, and did thereby commit an offence under Section 465(1)(c) of the Criminal Code of Canada. And secondly, that those same named individuals did, between December 1st, 2022 and April 4th, 2023, in the city of Toronto, Ontario, or elsewhere in the province of Ontario, to conspire together and with persons known or unknown to commit an offence contrary to Section 5.1 of the Controlled Drug and Substances Act, to wit, unlawfully traffic in a substance listed in Schedule 1, gamma hydroxybutyric acid, and did thereby commit an offence under Section 465(1)(c) of the Criminal Code of Canada. It's a straight indictable offence. My understanding, sir, is that you would like to, assuming that there is sufficient evidence against you, to have a trial by judge and jury in the Superior Court of Justice, and that he is requesting a preliminary inquiry. I think that's what I heard Chief Micheal say, and Ches Micheal, that is what you're confirming. Am I correct?
Right. Of our national peers.
Thank you. We'll have that recorded on the information. Now, as I understand it, Ms. Virani, the date for the motion on the constitutional question has been set for March 26th. Is that correct?
That's right. But my understanding is, now that he's elected to have a Superior Court trial, that motion should be heard in the Superior Court. Is my understanding.
Because it's a preliminary inquiry here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct. All right. So, nevertheless, I guess the next thing would be to set a date for a preliminary inquiry.
Yes, and I will make efforts to do that. I have Mr. Mitchell's email address, so we will send out a trial scheduling call, or I'll start an email chain with the trial coordinator so that we can schedule that.
Point of interest, would that be before March 26th?
Which would what be the meeting?
Preliminary hearing. It should be, right?
I don't know, because it depends on how long it needs to be and
It's a conflict.
everybody's availability.
Well, I'm entitled. I do have the right for what did you call it again? Well, I have the right for my hearing before any kind of dismissal.
So let me just.
My hearing has to be heard before any kind of dismissal, is what I'm trying to say.
You mean your motion, the constitutional issue?
Yes.
Yes. So that has to be heard in the Superior Court, not in this court.
Right, but would that be before March 26th?
No, because the case does not even go to the Superior Court until the preliminary inquiry determines that there's enough evidence to send it there. If there is, then you can bring your motion in the Superior Court. If there is not, then of course the case is over against you. All right. This court has no jurisdiction to hear the constitutional motion at a preliminary inquiry. All right. So the next thing to do to move your case along is to get that preliminary inquiry date set as soon as possible. If it's not, I don't know how long it'll be, and that's why they'll have the meeting to discuss that. All right.
Mr. Adjudicator, what he's asking is, and the crowd knows, is that the summary dismissal hearing on the 26th cannot commence.
It won't.
That date is gone.
Right.
Can I? What do you say? Suggest I do with that?
With the record. That's what we're trying to.
No, yes, I understood. I think the Crown agrees it can't go ahead on that.
Yeah. So what I can do is we could vacate the date today, or alternatively, we can vacate. I can send an email to the trial coordinator, and we can appear on another date once we have the prelim date set, because we'll have to bring this matter back to put those prelim dates on the record, and at that time we can vacate the motion date. I think that makes the most amount of sense.
Yeah, I think that probably makes sense too. So we'll get what I think the way to do this is to get those dates for the preliminary hearing in this building before a judge. Once those dates are put on the record, then the motion date can be formally abandoned.
Right.
All right. So what date would you like to suggest, Ms. Brennan? And we'll see whether these people are available to do that.
Living men, we're not people.
Okay.
The date of the 26th should be kept for that date. We should just change.
Sorry, sir.
Summary dismissal for the election as well as for the preliminary hearing.
So, Your Honor, what I'm going to suggest is that we bring this matter back on February 28th, back in this court, 10:01 at 10 a.m. And at that time, we will put the preliminary hearing dates on the record, and we will vacate the motion for summary dismissal.
I think that makes good sense. All right, so the matter is adjourned to February the 28th, 10 a.m. in 10:01 for that purpose. Thank you all very much.
Can I get a slip with the coordinates?
Yes, you may, of course. Good day to you.
All right. Have a good day, Mr. Adjudicator.
Thank you, Chief Micheal. Is there anybody on the line who's got a case waiting? Otherwise, we're going to take a break.
June 17th, my case has been thrown out, permanently stayed, because of Brother Chief Manu. With his assistance, he allowed me to, stand my square and, exercise our rights as a sovereign people to this land. And through his teachings and his knowledge, it worked. It worked.
And the notice of constitutional
the notice of constitutional question stands and is very powerful. That's something that they cannot run around, and it's only us as sovereign Indians that could really use those questions to our benefit. And it worked out for me on this day. Again, my charges have been withdrawn, and my co-accused actually spent $50,000 on this case, and I spent my time and energy, and it all benefited. And I want to say thank you again, Chief, for respect for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So, Your Honor, I'd ask that all charges against Mr. Micheal be marked as stayed at the direction of the federal crown, please.
All right, it's just the one information I have before me. That's to be marked.
That's right.
Request of the crown. All right, Mr. Micheal.
And
Is this some sort of correspondence that we sent to the chief by my property?
yes, I have sent that property disposition order to Mr. Clerk this morning. If Your Honor can kindly sign it. I believe it's only your cell phone, Mr. Micheal, that was seized, and that will be returned to you.
And my passport.
And your passport as well? You haven't gotten that.
And your passport?
Okay, I'll endorse it on there.
Your Honor, that printed physically?
Yeah. And I'm
So that is what it's all about, man. That is one out of the many individuals that I've assisted with their court cases. Criminal, civil, landlord, tenant board, traffic, immigration, etc. You name it, I am there. I can handle it. And of course, this is not for promotional purposes, but for irradiation practices that ones can actually defend themselves within the scope of the law, and you don't require to go get a lawyer and pay this expensive law fees for lawyers who are just going to cut you a plea deal and still put you in jail. You know, the brother had co-accusers, and the co-accusers have spent thousands of dollars on lawyers, and still my one notice of constitutional question had dismissed the case for everyone, because, you know, they could not dismiss his case and don't dismiss his co-accused. So once again, I was so effective in it. And of course, I got to give the brother his props as well for going in at my instruction and stand bravery in the lion's den and defending himself, of course. So that is a good thing too. So that is something that we all can do at some point in time. You know, I ain't doing anything that is, you know, out of the ordinary or requires supernatural power. As a matter of fact, the supernatural power is within each and every one of us. We all have the ability to tap into it. So right now, it's Age of Aquarius, baby. So let's put it this way: those who have eyes to see, let them see; those who have ears to hear, let them hear. And of course, you know, this individual is a little bit different than the others, because he's not just a client, he's a friend of mine for a very long time, and a brother. So, you know, it's good to see him, you know, went in there and did this thing at my instruction. And of course, you know, looking forward to see the brother grow and learn more. That way, you know, he can stand beside me, and many others can stand beside me as we defend our sovereignty and defend our land and reclaim back our ancestral estate. Let's get it going, man. There's a lot of work out here to do, man. Y'all got to get off that 9 to 5 and get into your divine duties.